When I was growing up watching Test cricket, I always enjoyed watching Brian Lara, just for the excitement and the talent that he had. It was always interesting to see how he went through an innings, and you know, he just carried the batting for the West Indies, you know, for the late 90s, and he was just brilliant to watch.
Growing up, obviously a Lancastrian, Andrew Flintoff is from a similar area, so Flintoff was probably my biggest hero. Looking further back, Ian Botham, obviously similar mould to myself, as like Flintoff, and more recent era, probably Glenn McGrath, people like that. I want to aspire to be people like that.
My childhood heroes were probably Daley Thompson. I remember when he won the Olympic gold decathlon, and he finished 1500 metres, and he was standing and his opponents were lying on the ground, which I thought was amazing. He was a hero of mine. And Brian Robson, who was the England captain at the time when I was a kid, and I remember him dislocating his shoulder in the World Cup and being devastated. He was a definite idol of mine.
In a cricketing sense, my childhood heroes are, well, firstly, Michael Vaughn is someone who I enjoyed watching as a child, and someone who I've perhaps tried to base my technique on as a batsman. Going a little bit further back, Michael Atherton is someone in a similar mould to perhaps the way that I play, and going even further back, Ian Botham is obviously a cricketing legend who everybody has enjoyed watching, and is perhaps a hero to many people.
My childhood heroes when I was growing up was Jonty Rhodes and Allan. Both huge icons in South African cricket. I went to the school where Jonty Rhodes' father taught cricket, so he played a big part in me taking up the game and coaching me and bringing me along while I was sort of 6 to 8, 9, 10 years old. Allan, because I wanted to be a fast bowler, and I think he was a lot of people's heroes growing up, especially from South Africa.
My childhood heroes were Adam Gilchrist growing up, such a destructive player for Australia at the time, with both the bat and the gloves, could turn a game on its head. Did it in the World Cup final with his 100, and you know, he could just take a game away from a team, you know, at any point. So, you know, I should try and emulate that myself at times.
Ian Botham, I used to watch lots of videos of him and read all his books and stuff like that, and he was definitely someone I wanted to try and emulate because of everything he did. I must have watched the 81 Ashes series 100 times on tape, so yeah, definitely Ian Botham.
My childhood hero growing up was the two I probably had were Jonty Rhodes and Hansie Cronje. They were sort of the guys I was looking up to when I was growing up. What they did on the cricket field was just unbelievable. Jonty as a fielder and a batsman, and the speed that he ran between the wickets, and the pressure that he put fielders under, and then obviously the pressure that he put people under by his fielding. Hansie Cronje, just everything that Hansie did, he was an outstanding leader. His batting, he could hit a ball a mile. He picked up the odd wicket, but just the example that he set on the field when I was young was something that I looked up to.